Sadhika.
I'm Radhika. Okay, so who's likely to be money-minded? That is, to be drawn to money, to make better purchase decisions and to invest better.
Yes, you for sure.
Yeah. I've always been this way.
हाँ, मैंने बहुत टाइम तक अपनी लाइफ में पैसों के बारे में सोचा ही नहीं और अब मैं जाके सोच
Who's more likely to fall for an older man?
Ooh, that's my scene. Hi guys, I'm Sadhika.
Hi guys, I'm Radhika.
And this is the South Delhi Girls podcast.
And today we're in the weekend mood because this podcast is being shot on a Saturday and we thought why not change the course a bit. Let's play a game, Sadhika.
Yes, ज्ञान बहुत हो गया, बातें बहुत हो गई, तो आज के लिए just fun and games.
And the game is?
Who's most likely to?
Who is most likely to lie in a relationship?
That is true. Unfortunately, that is me.
Of course, you say harmless lies and you're never really doing wrong in a relationship. So that is where you were saved. I think that's the only thing जो तेरा कर्मा बचा रहा है साधका. कि अगर तू झूठ भी बोल रही है तो बहुत टुच्ची बातों पे झूठ बोल रही है. कि हाँ मैं राधिका से बात नहीं कर रही थी. मम्मी का फोन था. मम्मी मासी से बात कर रही थी. You know, those kind of lies. But yes, you're definitely more likely to say lies.
यार I think कि कुछ concepts हैं जो हम लोगों ने स्कूल में पढ़े हैं, ठीक है? और क्योंकि वो हमें स्कूल में पढ़ाए गए हैं कि ये सही है, ये गलत है, ये सच है, ये झूठ है, ऐसे सच बोलते हैं, ऐसे झूठ बोलते हैं, ये गलत और जो भी है. मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि हम लोगों ने ना उस theoretical knowledge को इतना ज़्यादा closely पकड़ लिया है ना और practicality में लगा लिया है कि हम भूल गए हैं कि life in general शायद उस थ्योरी पे नहीं ऑपरेट करती है. मुझे जेन्युइनली आफ्टर 28 years ऑफ माई एग्जिस्टेंस ऐसा लगता है कि ऐसा पॉसिबल ही नहीं है कि कोई झूठ नहीं बोलता. झूठ के वेरिएशंस होते हैं, ठीक है? मैं ये नहीं कह रही कि इसका मतलब कि मैं एक कंपल्सिव लायर को वैलिडेट कर रही हूँ बैठ के. मैं बिल्कुल नहीं कर रही. वो एक अलग टाइप का, और वो हर किसी को अपने अंदर पता होता है कि कौन कितना केपेबल है, ठीक है? हर एक इंसान को पता होता है कि भाई मैं बड़े से बड़ा झूठ कर सकता हूँ, मैं स्कैमिया बन सकता हूँ और मैं किसी की एकदम काया पलट कर सकता हूँ. I can put a different mask on and be a different person and just lie my ass off. But वो अलग चीज है. उसको झूठ बोलना बिल्कुल कैटेगराइज करो. बट ये जो छोटे छोटे वाइट लाइज होते हैं ना, आई थिंक इतनी लीवे तो इंसान को देनी ही चाहिए.
I have a very different way to look at it. Like मैं इस चीज को, मेरा बिल्कुल ही अलग नजरिया है इस चीज को देखने का. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि लाइफ में ऐसी कुछ सिचुएशंस आएंगी जहाँ पे आपको झूठ बोलना पड़ेगा. एंड वो आती है लाइफ में, और वो इतना गलत झूठ नहीं होता. इट्स नॉट नेसेसरली अ वेरी बैड लाई, बट इट्स जस्ट अ लाई यू हैव टू से. तो मुझे लगता है कि वहां पर तो बोलना ही पड़ेगा ना. तो जो छोटी छोटी चीजें जहाँ पे आप इजीली अवॉइड कर सकते हो, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल समबडी इज आस्किंग मी टू शो अप समवेयर, ठीक है? एक इवेंट है, उसका इन्वाइट आया. मुझे पता है कुछ भी हो जाए मैं नहीं आ पाऊंगी. I will not even say okay I'm going to try, because I feel like why to disappoint the other person, right? Why do you have to, when you know in your heart sometimes it's you. अब मेरे को पता तेरा आर्ग्यूमेंट ये होगा कि उस इंसान को उस चीज की सेटिस्फैक्शन तो दो कि आप ट्राई करोगे. मेरा ये आउटलुक है इस चीज पे. मेरा इस चीज को देखने का नजरिया ये है, ट्राई मैं ऑलरेडी अपने दिमाग में कर चुकी. मुझे पता है कि होने ही नहीं वाला है, तो मैं क्यों एंड मोमेंट तक वेट करूं उस इंसान को सच बोलने के लिए. लाइक आई नो इट्स नॉट गोना हैपन. सो आई बिलीव कि देयर आर सम मोमेंट्स इन लाइफ वेयर यू रियली have to lie, so where you can easily be honest. For example, if you're on a call with me and somebody's calling you, you'll conveniently say मेरा phone किसी और के पास था. But मेरे केस में if I'm watching a show on Netflix and you giving me a call, I'll not take your call and later on I'll tell you honestly कि anybody in my position would say कि हाँ ठीक है फोन नहीं देखा, कुछ देख रही थी. I will say हाँ मैंने देखा, फोन बज रहा था मेरे सामने, but I was too busy watching the show and I did not want to be disturbed, and that is why. So I think there are two ways to look at it.
I am not advocating that we should lie, but I will definitely say that the world is not black and white. It's
yes, I am
gray.
so tired of hearing that.
It's gray. I love gray. Okay, my turn. Who's most likely to think they are the best in the room?
Think?
Oh my goodness.
Like, seriously? What's there to think about?
What is there not to think about? Yeah. So is this also like ये भी God complex से आता है?
Have you ever heard of the phrase fake it till you make it?
Yes.
Firstly, I think I'm not faking it because I don't know how to fake it.
Have you heard of the phrase Delulu is the only Salulu?
So both are solutions, right? And both are telling you one thing, that you have to believe you're the best in order to be the best. That is how manifestation works. That is how science works. And that is how you train your mind to be at its optimum performance level, right? Constantly telling yourself, and that is what Priyanka Chopra talks about in all her interviews here. You have to believe you're the best. And see, this is what is the deciding factor in making you a bad person or making you a confident person just trying to be their best self. ये सोचना कि मैं best हूँ और सब मुझसे कम है, वो गलत है. बट ये सोचना सिर्फ मैं बेस्ट हूँ, तू अपनी दुनिया में बेस्ट हो सकती है. आई एम नॉट सेइंग यू आर beneath me. I'm not saying Sadhika is beneath me. I'm not saying Sadhika is not as good as me. I'm saying Sadhika can be the best she is in her own world. In my head, what I'm trying to do, I am the best.
I think वो नजरिए की बात है, जैसे तूने बोला, जैसे मैंने नहीं सोचा था कि ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि हाँ ठीक है, you think that I am best individually, मेरा यहाँ पे अलग वो चल रहा है, उसका एक इंडिविजुअल बबल है, उसका वहाँ पे वो चल रहा है. और मैंने आई थिंक कहीं पे वाली चीज रिसेंटली पढ़ी थी, उसमें लिखा हुआ था दैट इन द एक्सपर्ट्स माइंड देयर इज नो पॉसिबिलिटी एंड इन द बिगिनर्स माइंड देयर आर एंडलेस पॉसिबिलिटीज. सो आई थिंक कि इसका फ्लिप साइड ये हो सकता है दैट इवन इफ यू डोंट थिंक दैट यू आर द बेस्ट इन द रूम, आई थिंक कि उस मोमेंट में you'll have, like the world is your oyster and you'll have so much more to learn.
But Sadhika, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I mean when I say that I feel I'm the best and everybody should. Just feeling that you're the best in the room does not mean that you know everything. Feeling that you're the best in the room means that you feel confident that no matter what comes your way, whether or not you're prepared for it, you will be able to learn it, you will be able to grasp it, and you'll get better at it, and you will ace it. Basically, so it is enough. Just to derive that confidence. That's it. It's by no means when Priyanka Chopra comes in an interview and says like she's had her own journey and she has been very open to new possibilities and to learn along the way. So by feeling that you're the best in the room, by no means does it imply that you have to feel that you know everything और मुझे तो सब आता है और सब मेरे आगे चूती है. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं होता. The more I learn, the more I realize how less I know.
Yeah.
Right? So in fact, the more you know, the more you'll feel कि यार मुझे तो कुछ भी नहीं आता and there is so much that this world has to offer. But to feel that you're the best will give you the confidence कि इतना आ गए हैं और इतना आगे जाना है but चले जाएंगे.
मैंने निकाला था लास्ट.
I don't know. I'm completely losing track of it. Okay, so who's likely to be money-minded? That is, to be drawn to money, to make better purchase decisions, and to invest better.
Yes, you for sure.
Yeah. I've always been this way.
हाँ, मैंने बहुत टाइम तक अपनी लाइफ में पैसों के बारे में सोचा ही नहीं.
There have been times when we were making accounts of whatever expenditure we'd done and you had forgotten things, like you wouldn't even remember कि तूने किससे क्या लेना है, and I would tell you that Sadhika, you're missing this and I have to pay you for this. So yes, I think I've always been, one thing is which I already discussed in our episode about friendships, that it's very good to be clear about money because nothing ruins a friendship or any relationship. To know that, like, I don't know, one is that my father now always raised me as a son. I'm the only child, तो मेरे पापा ने मुझे कभी बेटी की तरह treat ही नहीं किया. I've always been raised like a son. So I was like that. Like I knew the importance of money since day one. I knew the importance of saving, and I just always knew that पैसे का मतलब ये नहीं कमाओ और उड़ाओ. Like you have to be more responsible with money, and I think yeah, I don't know. Ouch. ये ले तो next तू बढ़ लियो ये. Okay. यार ये सारे क्वेश्चंस इतने फनी क्यों हैं और ये सारे मेरे पे क्यों आ रहे हैं? Who is most likely to stay in touch with their ex?
Oh my goodness.
But not all of them. Just one.
Wow. Just slow claps for Radhika for not staying in touch with all of her exes. You go, girl.
Just one, because we are very cordial with each other. There are no grudges and we've moved on very, very gracefully. And honestly, I think अगर ऐसा possible है, for some people, the no contact rule really, really works, right? And they don't know how to move on. Like I know this one person who knew कि अगर मुझे किसी से आगे बढ़ना है तो मुझे उसको अपनी ज़िंदगी से completely निकालना पड़ेगा. That means removing them from your social media, removing their friends from your social media, deleting their number and all of that. and if it works for you, fine. But I feel अगर इतना कुछ बड़ा नहीं था, you did not share something so deep कि आज भी 5 साल बाद उसकी एक स्टोरी देख के तुम्हारी आंखों में आंसू आ जाएंगे या तुम सोचोगे काश मैं इसके साथ खड़ी होती. So then it's okay यार. I mean, big deal. I don't know. At least I'm okay with it. It saves my vote.
But why would one want to be in touch with their ex?
यार in touch का मतलब ये नहीं you're giving them a call and you're asking them, hey, what's up, and you know, how are you? That does not mean. Sometimes staying in touch can also mean wishing each other on their birthdays once a year. Sometimes staying in touch is all about that. Or sometimes staying in touch is just about कि किसी ने कुछ नया start किया, अपना कोई business venture start किया, you saw it on Instagram and you wish them good luck. You know, sometimes that's all staying in touch means. It does not necessarily mean hanging out together.
But उसका point क्या है? उस साल में
Yeah,
उस एक
point-
wish का point क्या है जो आप
Yeah, I think ये ना बहुत organically होता है. So obviously अगर things ended very badly, right, and you had to remove each other, block each other, and then you make that effort, then it is stupid. But अगर ऐसा कुछ हुआ ही नहीं, you guys decided to move on, right, you guys decided to break up and then move on, and both of you moved on in a very healthy manner, and you have no sour feelings for each other, and you're still connected on social media or through a mutual circle, and then you happen to bump into each other, there's no harm in meeting. It's like keeping moderately in touch with an old friend, yaar.
I think it's simple till the time you're single, and it gets complicated when you're dating someone and then your
Yes,
partner
I agree.
has you
it
know,
definitely
problem.
no, it definitely can. And I think अगर आपके partner को उस चीज से दिक्कत है, the person you're currently dating has a problem with that, then yes, you should consider cutting that person off.
I agree.
But if you think कि ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है, and you know the touch is, see, I would definitely have a problem with my boyfriend if he talks to his ex every week or they just randomly check upon each other. But if I am out with my boyfriend and he bumps into his ex, I'll be very okay if he says hi to her and she says hi to him and they just ask each other what's been up. That is okay.
Bumping into a text is not staying in touch. It is being cordial. I think problem किसी को भी प्रॉब्लम होगी एंड लड़का लड़की किसी को भी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है जब उनको ये पता चलेगा कि यार जब कोई पॉइंट नहीं है, देयर इज नथिंग टू इट, देयर इज नथिंग टू इवन स्टेइंग इन टच फॉर दिस. या तो हो कि आप अभी भी काम के थ्रू कनेक्टेड हो, यू नो, या फिर फैमिली रिलेशंस के थ्रू कनेक्टेड हो, या फिर फ्रेंड ऑफ फ्रेंड की वजह से इट्स जस्ट अ ग्रुप ऑफ फ्रेंड्स जो आप नहीं इनएविटेबली यूर अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट ग्रुप, राइट. तो वो देखना ही पड़ेगा एक दूसरे को, यू हैव टू मेक पीस विद इट. बट आई थिंक कि जब एक पार्टनर स्टैंड अलोन ये विटनेस करता है कि नहीं आज सच कुछ है ही नहीं इसमें, लाइक वो पॉइंट क्या है उस मैसेज को करने का, तब आई थिंक कि हिम हैविंग अ प्रॉब्लम मेक सेंस.
बट आई थिंक अगर इतना कम टच हो तब कोई प्रॉब्लम वाली बात नहीं है. अगर है तो ऑब्वियसली इट्स नॉट वर्थ इट, इट्स नॉट वर्थ द ट्रबल एंड इट्स नॉट वर्थ कॉम्प्रोमाइजिंग योर करंट रिलेशनशिप ओवर समथिंग यू नो शेयर्ड विद समबडी इन द पास्ट. दैट इज फॉर श्योर. बट आई थिंक अगर इतना कम है एंड यू नो द इक्वेशन इज वेरी क्लीन नाउ, देयर वर नो पोस्ट ब्रेकअप hookups and you know there was no dirt, then it's completely fine.
I mean, I understand कि किसी को क्यों इनसिक्योरिटीज हो सकती हैं या फिर स्टेम होनी शुरू हो सकती हैं, बिकॉज मन में मेरे को पता हो सकता है कि मेरी इक्वेशन बहुत क्लीन है, बट आगे वाले इंसान को नहीं पता हो सकता, एंड ही इज न्यू इन द इक्वेशन, राइट.
I think it has a lot to do with what the other person makes you feel, because I've seen both sides of the coin, where there was this one person who was an advocate for not staying in touch with their exes and cutting them off completely, because that's the only way they knew how to move on from that person. And you know, but still the vibe was such that even when they said this, I just couldn't trust them. There was, you know, the security was not where it should be. And I've also been with somebody who's very open, very relaxed, very chill, is in touch with their hookups also and exes also, but उस इंसान की वाइब इतनी क्लीन थी और वो मुझे पता था कि वो ये बिल्कुल मेरे जैसा है, इसके मन में कुछ है ही नहीं, अगर इसको चीट करना होगा मुंह पे बोलेगा, इसका इंटरेस्ट खत्म हो जाएगा, ये मुंह पे बोलेगा यार मेरा इंटरेस्ट खत्म हो गया, बिकॉज ही एक्चुअली मिरर्ड मी इन एवरी सेंस, एंड देयर आई हैड नो प्रॉब्लम. I was the same person. In one case I had problem, in the other case I did not have problem, just because of how the other person made me feel. And sometimes na a person can be saying one thing but mean the opposite, and that is where vibes don't lie. A person may be saying मैं तो अपनी ex से you know touch में नहीं रहता, मैंने नंबर डिलीट किया हुआ है सब कुछ, but ना तुम बस पता होता है there's something wrong, there's something up.
मैं तो आई एम अ बिग बिलीवर इन वाइब्स. मुझे क्योंकि मेरे को वैसे तो लॉजिक और वो तो दिखता नहीं है मेरे को, तो मैं हमेशा ही आई जस्ट वाइब पीपल, एंड इफ द वाइब मैचेस देन यू आर गुड, इफ इट डजंट देन नो. हु इज मोस्ट लाइकली टू बी द फनीएस्ट अमंग द टू? गिव मी माय क्राउन. Yes, thank you, guys. I am the funny one. And मेरा ह्यूमर वैसे वाला ह्यूमर है जैसे कंगना रनौत का क्वीन में नहीं था कि
आपको धीरे धीरे पता
हाँ कि मैं बहुत फनी हूँ आपको धीरे धीरे पता चलेगा कि यू नो कि इट्स ओके यू मे नॉट लाफ राइट नाउ बट इट इज ऑलरेडी मेकिंग मी लाफ सो यू नो देयर इज वन पर्सन हु डेफिनेटली एंजॉयज माय जोक्स एंड दैट्स माय सेल्फ
and me, Sadhika,
and you of course
I always laugh.
you do you're the best audience for my
Yes.
jokes. Love you.
I am the more serious one out of the two of us, and you're the more relaxed one, and you come up with one-liners thanks to your brother because you're in company of a very
of great talent.
Yes.
Right? And also, you know, I just feel that being funny is also has also helped me कि मैं अब अपने ऊपर भी एक जोक ले सकती हूँ. So, you know, मैं अब अपने आप को इतना सीरियसली नहीं लेती.
That's a very good quality.
So for some reason ना even the most intense situation जैसे कितनी बारी होता है कि और ये हर कोई रिलेट नहीं कर पाएगा बट हर किसी इंसान के लाइफ में इसका इक्विवेलेंट होगा. जैसे अगर आज मेरी लाइफ में ट्रोलिंग है ठीक है तो ट्रोलिंग का इक्विवेलेंट कुछ भी हो सकता है किसी और की लाइफ में बट जस्ट लाफिंग एट इट एंड सीइंग द फनी पार्ट बिहाइंड इट you know, it makes things easier.
That's true. You should know how to take life not so seriously. Yeah. And while I may be okay with taking a joke on me to an extent, but I've always been a serious person and I can be fun, but I'm not funny.
Huh.
You know?
Yes.
I can be a lot of fun, especially when I'm out in a social setting and I've had my 2 Jaeger bombs. I'm fun, but I'm not funny, and I've never tried to be funny because मेरे को पता है मेरे को आता नहीं है naturally, and I have no urge also to be funny. And you know what? Back in the day, when you would read those articles where a woman would say that I want a guy who's this and funny. ठीक है, तो मुझे ना समझ नहीं आता था. I would never know कि why funny? Like you know, you would want a strong charactered guy, you would want a good looking guy, you would want a successful guy, and all of those qualities I understand, but why funny? And मेरे को कभी नहीं समझ में आता था because I never understood the importance of laughter in life. Yes. And as I've grown up, now I understand that how being in the company of somebody who knows how to crack jokes and make you laugh is of ultimate importance. Yeah. Because एक time के बाद ना you really have to learn how to laugh it off.
And they just make every day easy and simple and enjoyable. Yeah. You know, like never
now
a
I
dull
understand.
moment.
Now I understand.
Yes.
Who is most likely to make a terrible first impression?
Ooh. I am the queen of making great impressions.
Yeah.
So in relative terms maybe.
No, relative nahi, in absolute terms. Sadhika, in absolute terms. Mera, it's simple. So you're that one person, you know, who's bound to be liked by people. I embody two traits, right? Either somebody will love me or they'll hate me, and this has always been the case also. There's no in between. So I am that one person. So either, and I think first impression mein I'm gonna tick people off.
I think
the number of people who've come and told me they were intimidated or they thought I was a bitch.
I think you're too much to take in one sitting. You know, you're like that cake जिसको थोड़ा थोड़ा हर दिन खाना पड़ेगा तब जाके समझ आएगा कि okay this was delicious. एक sitting में देखो लोग ज़्यादा absorb नहीं करते.
Who is most likely to forgive someone who has wronged you? Me.
You. मैं understanding ज़रूर ज़्यादा हो सकती हूँ, but I think तू forgiving ज़्यादा है.
I'm very forgiving. Like I may not get back in touch with them. It doesn't necessarily mean that everything's forgotten. It's like I'm big on forgiving, not forgetting. Mera simple sa rule. Like forgive, because the only way you can move on from something is, or someone, is if you've absolutely forgiven them.
I think ये
क्योंकि जब तक आप किसी को दिल से माफ नहीं कर देते ना, तब तक वो चीज़ रह जाती है और आप आगे नहीं बढ़ पाते. So in order to truly get over something, you have to forgive it. And you have to forgive the person, but I am big on not forgetting and also drawing boundaries. Until recently, वो boundaries मुझे नहीं पता थी because I'm like forgiven. You may not have the same place in my heart again, and I think this happens with a lot of people because I've heard so many people talk about this, that you know you may not have the same place in my heart again, but ठीक है, okay, chill, whatever. But now I'm big on boundaries also. All is forgiven, everything's okay. But you can't be in my life again in whatever capacity. So that. And it's not that I'm trying to teach anybody a lesson. Nobody should try to teach anybody a lesson. I think that is where karma steps in. बट इट्स जस्ट लाइक वो वाइब नहीं आती यार, वो फील ही नहीं आती. ठीक है, हो गया, डन.
आई थिंक हर किसी को पता होना चाहिए, फॉरगिव करना आना चाहिए होता है. मैंने तो नहीं सीखा है अभी इतना ज़्यादा. मेरे लिए इनफैक्ट फॉरगिविंग एंड फॉरगेटिंग दोनों ही बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है मेरे को. अगर और ऐसा नहीं है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल मैं फॉरगिविंग टर्म ना बहुत ज़्यादा अलग वे में एसोसिएट करती हूँ अपने दिमाग में. फॉर एग्जांपल मैं उस पोजीशन में हूँ कि मैं किसी को फॉरगिव कर रही हूँ, मेक्स मी फील वेरी अनकंफर्टेबल. इसीलिए जब दोस्तों यारों में या फिर जिससे तुम प्यार करते हो उसके साथ कुछ कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें होती भी है ना, तो मैं उसको इस लिस्ट में काउंट ही नहीं करती. मेरे लिए वो आता ही इस लिस्ट में कुछ ऐसा है जब किसी ने तुम्हारे साथ बहुत ही कुछ गलत कर दिया है, और फिर मेरे को लगता है कि यार इतना बोझ नहीं लेना चाहिए अपने ऊपर कि तुम्हें किसी को फॉरगिव करना है और उस चीज़ को फॉरगेट करना है. मुझे लगता है कि वो बोझ लिए बिना तुम उस चीज़ से मूव ऑन कर सकते हो. एंड मैं ऐसा सोचती नहीं थी पहले, मुझे भी ऐसा ही लगता था कि जब तक आप किसी चीज़ को टिल द टाइम यू लीव इट एंड यू लेट गो, तब तक आप नहीं आगे मूव ऑन कर सकते. जब तक आप उसको कंप्लीटली अपने दिल से नहीं फॉरगिव कर देते तब तक आप आगे नहीं बढ़ सकते. फिर मैंने आगे बढ़ना सीख लिया बिना फॉरगिव किए, और फिर मेरे को रियलाइज हुआ कि डिफरेंस
हियर आई बेग टू डिफर. यू डू नॉट फॉरगिव समबडी फॉर देम, you forgive them for you.
I understand, but I also feel
because
that...
you know, honestly, anger is that tumor that eats you up, nobody else. And until you haven't forgiven, whether or not you want to acknowledge it, you're holding on to that little anger inside you. Okay, it may be buried somewhere so deep inside कि वो तुमको दिखता भी ना हो, but वो है, तभी तो माफी नहीं दे पाए ना अब तक. But जब तक वो है, it is a बोझ on you. It's a booj on you. So, you have to let it go. You have to understand that everybody was doing the best they can, or even if they weren't doing the best they can, it was just them doing what they knew. Right? And the only way to truly be easy on yourself and be kind to your own self is to learn how to forgive other people. And I think that is the entire spirit of humanity also. The one thing that I've been bad at is forgiving myself. I've been so quick to forgive other people. I've never been easy, it's never been easy for me to forgive myself where I think I did not live up to my entire potential or do justice to the opportunities that were offered to me in life. Or yeah, so I think that is so important as it is to forgive other people. It's so important to know how to forgive your own self, because that's the only way you can move on in life and turn things around
and grow also. And I feel that it's very important for people to be kind to themselves.
This is something that you've taught.
You can't be that hard on yourself. It's okay, life is hard enough. Who's most likely to help bury a dead body? I'm the person you call.
Yes, I'm the person who call the cops.
You're probably the person, अगर तू ड्राइव कर रही होगी कि जिसकी वजह से वो बॉडी डेड बनी होगी.
Yes. But I'm also the person who will go and surrender.
And call the cops on me.
No. Oh God, Sadhika, please, how can you even think like that?
ये कैसी दोस्ती है जहाँ पे तू अपनी दोस्त को इस चीज में हेल्प नहीं कर सकती?
So we've talked about this. This one time Sadhika came and asked me कि Radhika, because we'd heard this gossip कि in a very famous club of South Delhi, there was a big cat fight, and cat fight इस हद तक आ गई थी कि लड़कियों ने एक दूसरे के बाल पूट लिए थे, और I think कपड़े वपड़े फट गए थे. So we heard about this, and we were just talking about it. We weren't laughing. We weren't laughing at it. तो साधका asked me that Radhika, अगर मेरी कभी ऐसी cat fight हुई तो क्या तू आएगी
उस लड़की के बाल पूटने?
And I said no. And I said कि मैं वो fight होने ही नहीं दूंगी, because I do not support violence.
हाँ ठीक है, but
and
अगर हो गई,
and of course you are the person कि अगर मेरी किसी लड़ाई होगी तो तू मेरे से पहले जाके उसको मार देगी, और मैं वहाँ पर भी तेरे को रोक रही होंगी. So I understand, but we two have very different kind of friendship to offer to each other, right? You're that listen, so have you heard of this? So this is like absolute, as I've told you pehle also, this is like a classic example of Krishna Arjun friendship, right? So Arjun was like, I don't care, आपने अपनी सेना कौरवों को दे दी है. I don't care, you've given everything to the Kauravas. I have your guidance, I have your company. That's all I need to win this battle. That's it, right? And then Krishna is like, I will not fight with you. So Arjun is like, कि मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए, मुझे सिर्फ आपका साथ चाहिए और मैं सब जीत लूँगा. And Krishna is like, I won't fight the war for you. This is your war to fight. But I am here with you and I'll make sure you win. So योर फ्रेंडशिप इज कि तू गड्ढे में गिरेगी, मैं तेरे साथ गिर जाऊंगी कंपनी के लिए, तेरे को अकेला नहीं छोड़ूंगी, एंड आई एम लाइक मैं ना खुद गिरूंगी ना तुझे गिरने दूंगी. सो दैट्स फ्रेंडशिप वी हैव टू ऑफर टू ईच अदर.
बट कल को जब एक्चुअली में हम गिर चुके होंगे ना उस गड्ढे में, तो फिर मेरे जैसा ही दोस्त काम आएगा.
और अगर मैं गिरने ही नहीं दूं,
But
और फिर
अगर
सोल्यूशन भी तो मैं
enjoy-
निकालूंगी ना बाहर निकालने का. सो लिसन, आई एम नॉट वन टू लीव. I'm not one to leave. I will follow you till the end. I will not follow you, but I will be there for you till the end. But
चलो भगवान करे कि
but I'm not pulling
bury.
anybody's hair for you, Sadhika.
मैं नहीं चाहती कि कोई मेरे लिए किसी और के बाल पूटे.
So yes, dead body Sadhika bury करेगी.
हाँ.
But I'll try my best कि तू किसी को मारी ना in the first place.
That will be better.
That see.
Let's focus on that.
Yes. Who's more likely to fall for an older man?
Ooh, that's my scene.
I mean, I don't mind older, but unmarried has to be definitely unmarried. Not a
Yes,
fan
of
of
course.
extramaritals.
No.
But I think मेरा top जाएगा 7-8 साल. Like 5 is a sweet point for me. 5 years. But उसके आगे maximum 7-8.
I think
But older men definitely your scene. Definitely.
older men is definitely my
Yeah.
vibe, my kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Because अलग बात होती है यार. Imagine an older man, उसकी life sorted है, उसके finances sorted हैं, उसका दिमाग sorted है. He's experienced, वो उस mentality से है कि been there, done that. So nothing attracts him. वो कहीं किसी से जाके वैसे ही infatuate नहीं हो जाएगा. उसको पता होगा कि what really matters in life, right? Everything is there, and just like older man is the shit. Yes, not married, unmarried older men.
But I think
Please approach.
but I think in a parallel universe, like मेरे लिए तो parallel universe में भी this is not an option. But in a parallel universe where we are free of, just Rumi said that there's a world that is beyond right and wrong, and you'll find me there. You like Rumi, right?
Yes.
And if you were in that world where there's no right and wrong, you wouldn't mind even a married older man. That's what I.
जहाँ पे अगर शायद ये societal constructs ही ना होते,
Right.
और अगर मेरा
that
belief
is
ही
what
ना
I
होता,
mean. That is what I
agree.
mean. That you've fallen
I
in
agree.
love, the other person is in love with you, and it just feels right, and there's no societal pressure of always doing the right thing and all of that. Then
Yeah.
I think you would be very capable of this.
Yeah. For some reason, I'm getting very excited by that word. Must go visit Ruby
Yes,
there.
because you're such a advocate of grey now, and I'm this always this the world is either black or white, and I'm trying to be white all the time,
Yes.
right? And you can't be black, but you're this
the world is grey.
you're this grey person, right? Who understands that you can't always do the right thing, and there's always room for
Rumi and I.
yeah. So who's most likely to fall for toxic men? I think at this age, none of us.
I mean, I hope so.
No, none of us for sure. अब वो गया, अब वो time गया. But yes, for initially it was me. Then for a very brief period it was you.
Yes.
And now
It's none of us.
yes.
Yes.
It's none of us. So, very interesting thing is like the psychology behind always going for toxic men. You know what that is? So it's like, as women, we are insecure creatures, and when we take up this project of fixing a man and we are successful in it, it helps us make us feel better about our own selves. It gives you a sense of accomplishment. And also, one man who was wrong for every other girl he'd been with, who did not settle, nobody,
Nobody could
please
hold him
understand,
down,
this is like,
उसको कोई fix नहीं कर पाया.
okay, I may get a lot of hate from Alia Bhatt fans after this, but I'll give you an example. So for example, Alia Bhatt would take a lot of satisfaction and gratification from the simple fact that वो रणबीर कपूर, वो ladies boy जिसको कोई lady settle नहीं कर पाई, whether it was Deepika Padukone or the Katrina Kaif or even Priyanka Chopra, I think for a brief period, nobody could get that man to settle down, and then this one woman at least
Manage to.
industry wise, you know, junior to all of them, could manage to tie him down, right? So this is what women really feed on. And this is like the psychology. I read about it, that, you know, why are women so attracted to toxic men, and what is this urge, like why what is the reason behind कि ये जो चुल है, right, कि बस मेरे को सबसे मेस्ड अप लड़का चाहिए आउट ऑफ द लॉट, अच्छे लड़के पसंद ही नहीं आते, आई वांट द मोस्ट मेस्ड अप गाय who's जिसके मुंह पे है कमिटमेंट इश्यूज, राइट? कमिटमेंट इश्यूज यहाँ लिखा हुआ है, ठीक है, मेरे को यही चाहिए और मुझे कमिटमेंट भी इसी से चाहिए. Where does it come from? I really wanted to know, and then I read about this, that, you know, this is what goes behind it. कि आपको इस चीज़ से बहुत ज़्यादा ग्रेटिफिकेशन मिलती है. ये आपकी इनसिक्योरिटीज़ को केटर करता है कि जिस लड़के को कोई लड़की फिक्स नहीं कर पाई, वो मुझसे फिक्स हो गया. द गाय हु nobody could tame, I tamed him and I fixed him. And, you know, that gives you, so basically it's not the guy who's wrong. The guy is telling you, no, the guy is telling you since day one what you're signing up for. It's not him, it's you. And that is what I learned in my journey, that it's not him. He's telling you what he's bringing to the table from day one. Don't expect commitment from a guy who has commitment issues written all over his face, right? And fix yourself. Then this inherent urge to fix men will disappear. And then you can happily be the secure woman who's attracted to secure men. Green flags, willing to give loyalty and commitment, and you can live a happily ever after.
Yes. And I think इसका दूसरा पॉइंट ये होता है कि बहुत सारी लड़कियों को एक तो होता है that उनको दिख रहा होता है that what they're signing up for, ठीक है, और दूसरा होता है कि उनको दिख नहीं रहा होता है कि what they're signing up for, because जो सामने वाला लड़का होता है वो लड़का नहीं, या फिर वो इंसान नहीं, लड़की भी हो सकती है, वो इंसान नहीं, वो होता है खिलाड़ी, राइट? एंड वहां पे आता है दैट, वहां पे आती है साइकोलॉजी ऑफ व्हाई वुमेन फॉल फॉर नार्सिसिस्ट्स और व्हाई मेन वुड आल्सो फॉल फॉर नार्सिसिस्ट्स, राइट? और उसके पीछे का सिर्फ ये पॉइंट होता है कि नार्सिसिस्ट्स आर वेरी गुड एट मिमिकिंग द ट्रेट्स ऑफ हाईली सक्सेसफुल पीपल, राइट? कि वो अपने आप को इतना ज्यादा सक्सेसफुल दिखाएंगे, वो बात ऐसे करेंगे, वो अपने आप को, वो अपना कंडक्ट ऐसे रखेंगे कि जैसे आशीष सोलंकी ने हमारे साथ एक पॉडकास्ट पे बोला था कि यार पहले 6 महीने इंसान करता है ऑस्कर वर्दी एक्टिंग. तो ना नार्सिसिस्ट का वो प्लॉय होता है कि वो 6 महीने ऐसी एक्टिंग करते हैं, वो आपको बिलीव करवा देते हैं कि वो जो सारे ट्रेट्स एक हाईली सक्सेसफुल इंडिविजुअल में होते हैं ना, वो मेरे अंदर है, राइट? और तुम उसको मान जाते हो, और फिर बाद में जब वो 6 महीने की एक्टिंग नीचे उतरती है, वो मास्क गिरता है, फिर नॉर्मल हो जाते हो, नॉर्मल डे टू डे में तुम्हें रियलाइज होता है कि नहीं यार, ये बंदा तो बोलता है ऐसे था बट ये तो करता है ऐसे है. तब तुम्हें रियलाइज हो जाएगा कि यू नो the ship has sailed and it's already too late and you've already fallen for a man which happened to be toxic.
Yeah, so that's like a different case ना, कि वो तो पता ही हो गया कि you were cheated since day one.
Yes.
Just for the person that person is, and then you take a decision later on. But where you already know that the other person is toxic, then why are you going for it? That is you betraying your own self. इससे self sabotage से इससे बड़ा example नहीं हो सकता. And that is what women need to learn. And I think growing up all of us do.
Yeah.
I think this is a very teenage trait that women have, because हम लोग personally इतना गुजर रहे होते हैं ना इतनी चीज़ों से, that I think ये एक accomplishment. And I know so many women who take such kind of gratification from this. Like I know this girl who was in a very toxic relationship, this very wealthy guy, right? And she's very pretty, very pretty. And this very wealthy guy who's a fuck boy, ठीक है, एकदम ट्रॉफी फक बॉय, ठीक है. एंड उसने उसकी चैट्स भी पड़ी हुई थी, उसने उसकी फोन में
Oh my goodness.
देखा हुआ था, सब कुछ देखा हुआ था. एंड स्टिल शी केप्ट गिविंग हिम चांसेस, एंड फाइनली आफ्टर 10 years of dating they got married to each other, right? And I'm sure that she sleeps like a baby every night thinking that okay, you know what, I finally turned the table around, and good for you. If you can let those things go and really change the man, kudos to you. And good work in fixing what his mother couldn't. But I just feel if you're not okay with it, then at what cost? Yeah. And if you're having to constantly live in that fear that have I really changed him? Has he changed after all of this? Is he going to do it again? If you're still terrified of opening his phone every time because you think that okay, you know, maybe I'll find something, or you feel the urge to
even do it. Yeah.
So you know, then at what cost, yaar?
Yeah. Shuck. What the fuck?
Yeah.
ठीक है. सो इस नोट पे हम लोग एंड करेंगे आज अपना ये वाला एपिसोड एंड वी ट्राई टू ब्रिंग समथिंग वेरी न्यू एंड डिफरेंट टू यू दिस टाइम. सो हमें अपने कमेंट सेक्शन में आके प्लीज बताइए कि आपको ये पसंद आया या फिर नहीं पसंद आया.
And please let us know if there are more games that we can play. And yes, we're waiting for your comments and suggestions.
Until then, see you.
See you.